not too well. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing fabulous today. Um, where is it? It's 11:52 where I am, and so we are going to be talking about a lot of different things, y'all. It's gonna all come together. Um, it's been a lot of different emotions going on, and there's just been a lot going on. You know what I'm saying with the collective, and I've been picking up on a lot of energy. So this is gonna be like confirmation to a lot of the things that you've been, going through throughout the past couple of weeks, and also up until now into this at this present time, which I feel is very vital for us. Um, Keeping track of our emotions and understanding our emotions and really feeling them. A lot of you could be also going through like extensions, and extensions is always um, is an ongoing thing in our lives. We're constantly being having deaths and rebirths, so that's just a part of life, and it's a wonderful thing, um, because I feel like we don't value it enough, being that we do have the ability to re redirect ourselves, recreate ourselves. You know what I'm saying, and redefine ourselves. So that's power in itself, and I feel like right now, like I've been picking up on that is something that the energy is giving, it's exuding that from beyond this world. All of the beings that lives throughout the galaxies are sending that energy here because we are the only planet that is out of alignment. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of different, we have a lot of beings from different um, branches or different planes, um, that's helping us, spiritually, energetically, and so it's always good to take the time out to thank the whole entire, you know, um, the whole entire collaboration, okay? Because it's a collaboration when it comes to your life, okay? To the etheric beings. This message is not for everybody, okay? Everybody ain't gonna, relate to it, and that's okay, My main thing is when I get on here and I speak, I speak wisdom, I speak knowledge, I speak the things that that I know, not what I believe, what I know. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for me to convert you or for me to have you believe in something. Or I don't even believe in nothing, you guys. So why would I want you guys to? I'm not trying to. I'm just here to help you. Thank you, Melody. I'm here to help you further think, further go inside of actual, your actual, just seeking identity, like finding your true state. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And so, yeah, so we're gonna get right into it, you guys. And so I had seen this video and it was on Instagram. Y'all need to follow me on Instagram, okay? I'll give that to you guys in a sec. But I'm gonna start from the beginning. And I seen this, and I feel like a lot of you can relate to this, this post I seen on Instagram, and I got to reading all of them. I said I gotta share this with the tribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, the words that we hear other people speak when they're speaking to us or when we're listening to them, it matters right now. It does, because it affects us. It's affecting us. You know what I'm saying? And not only do we need to pay attention to the effect that other people have on us, but the effect that we have out there on other people. You know what I'm saying? So we are being called to, to speak slower, to really think about what it is that we want in life right now and our intentions, and put some action behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like something that I know for a fact at least 9 of y'all going through, the collective. You know what I'm saying? Is going through. You know what I'm saying? And it's a part of your growth. It's a part of your spiritual growth. It's a part of you moving into a place where you are free. Because whoever I'm speaking to, whoever this message is going to resonate with, that is something that you are seeking more than ever right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you willing to put everything down, whatever needs to be put down that you've been holding on tightly to. You're willing to put it down and part ways with it, even if even if it takes a part of you and you have to rebuild that part of you back up. You're willing to hold space for yourself at this point because you're tired of going through the same shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying? You're at a point in your life where you're just like, you know what? If it's not, if it makes me feel anxious, if it makes me feel angry, if it makes me feel, you want to get to the bottom of why. You're not just pushing it off or trying to sweep it under the rug. You're not. You're actually, you know, facing your fears. You know what I'm saying? You're not just letting this stuff go by. And for that, you have support. You have support. And I know that when I'm saying, I feel like the earth angels that I'm speaking to, like, you know this. You've been getting messages, you've been getting downloads, and you are very, very aware of this. You know what I'm saying? This is just confirmation that you are on the right path, okay? So let's go, y'all. So my ancestor said, so I'm gonna start reading, right? Okay. So it's like a few of them, but okay. Let's see. It says, my ancestor said it's time to show them who they fucking with. Okay, so my ancestor said it's time to show them who they fucking with. And you could very well be up in this energy, like, man, like, you could even be like, how can I say it? So I was just talking to a friend of mine about this. Like, I'm serious. Like, when I'm on something and I'm passionate about something, I'm serious. And it might come off as if I'm like, some people say like you angry or this and this and that, but it's just my passion. And it's not like I'm cussing and I'm carrying on in a way to where it's not where you can't, you know, receive it. It's just that it's just that I'm giving it raw and uncut, and I'm not playing because I'm serious. And you have to be like that with people today. You can't play with people today. You can't even play with your kids because there's so much shit going on, and everybody's minds is just everywhere that they're not grounded. They're not solid in themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to stand firm when you're dealing with people, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to get through to them. You can't play with motherfuckers sometimes. So my ancestors said it's time to show them who they fucking with. Okay, so it says some people believe you come in peace, that you aren't prepared for war. So some people believe because you come in peace that you aren't prepared for war. You know what I'm saying? And so you guys, the collective, you guys can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, for so long, you know, people have underestimated, I'm not even gonna say underestimated you in a way, but because of your calmness, because you are like, you know, reserved, and so the collective I'm speaking to, you laid back, you cool. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be seen. You don't need to put yourself out there like that. You know what I'm saying? You real laid back. You know what I'm saying? Probably out of all your partners, you know, you can have some fun, but at the same time, you're observant. And usually when you observe shit, you gotta be quiet and sit back. You feel me? And you observe shit at that level because more than anybody, because you know the fuck shit that be going on and what can, like, how things can turn real quick in a blink of an eye. You know what I'm saying? You know how people can say certain things, and you don't want to miss nothing because you are in this environment and you need to feel safe wherever you are. So you're always constantly taking notes. You know what I'm saying? So if that resonates, then you know, then you're in the right place. So some people believe because you come in peace that you aren't prepared for war. Just trying to live life at its highest frequency. Just trying to live life at its highest frequency. Now, the reason why I'm reading these things to you guys, because these are some things that we need to be saying to ourselves, that we need to be thinking about. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you that when you guys going down your timeline, or if you're driving down the street, or if you're talking to somebody, you've been getting like messages, just thoughts that you didn't have, and then people come talking about certain things, and you're like, damn, I was just thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Or I just, like, you've been given insight to an inner understanding that other people don't even have. Okay, so even if you speak in English, when you talking to people, if them motherfuckers ain't on your page, it's like you speaking straight a foreign language. And I know that, you know, that happens a lot because we don't all see things the same way, or we don't all, you know, perceive things the same way, or we all don't understand. Like we all in on the same, you know what I'm saying? But what it is with you is they frown upon the things that you're talking about. Although they act like they don't know what you're talking about, although they act like they can't relate to what you're talking about, they still have a negative bite back. So if they don't understand it, and if they don't fuck with it, then why is it a negative bite back? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Because it's something that they have to understand if they question it. Well, why is this and why is that? Well, why do you feel like a frequency, that you're at a frequency, and what frequency are you at? Well, who took you to that frequency? You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, like they want to get into all of these other things, and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to question me about this because I know. And you have to go find that out within yourself. Now, I can tell you a little bit, but when a motherfucker keep on trying to get in on some shit that's pretty simple, you understand what I'm saying. You just trying to challenge it and make me feel like where I'm at ain't right. It's not on solid ground. And so you could have went through this throughout your life where, you know, you were really good in something. You could have been a fucking therapist, the therapist of your family. You know what I'm saying? You know, or the comedian of the family, but people always dumbed it down. You know what I'm saying? Or you had to dumb it down because it was perceived as you were doing too much. You thought you were better. You think you know everything. You ain't got your shit together, so how can you tell me something? You know, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is a way that they keep you in a box, right? All right? Now, we're going to go back and forth. We're going to go in between because you're no longer in that box. Okay? You're no longer in that box. So it says the magicians behind the curtains. They know that human consciousness co-creates reality based on what the mind believes to be true and real. This process is amplified when instilled in the collective consciousness of the masses. They are projecting what they want into your mind. So think about that, right? I hope you guys caught that. The magicians behind the curtain, okay? The people, the ones who play puppet, right? With the collective, right? They know that human consciousness co-creates reality. Our minds create. We co-create reality, okay? So you can create within your mind because all is mind, right? And that's what we do. And that's why, you know, the shit that they put on TV and the music and those things that they put out there in the community, when we soak that shit in, we project that shit out, and we actually cause a lot of those things that happen around us unknowingly. That's magic, you guys, right? This process is amplified when installed in the collective consciousness of the masses, okay? And your conscious, okay, is a sacred place. And it's so sacred that it doesn't belong to you in the beginning years of you being a child and a young adult. It's so many things that's projected into this consciousness. And it's masses. Everybody, it happens to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows the truth or the true state. That's why everybody running around arguing and fighting. If everybody knew how powerful they was, then they wouldn't be trying to take nobody else fucking power. You wouldn't have to steal from nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to hate on nobody else. If everybody knew, everybody can have their own world, okay, and what the fuck they wanted it. You wouldn't have to work for who governor over this world. You wouldn't have to. But because so many people, masses, choose to stay in a lack of identity crisis or state, then that's where they are. That's where you stay. That's what happened. And what is there when it's a lack mindset? There ain't no peace there. There ain't no harmony. It ain't nothing but confusion. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. They are projecting in the mind. And the goal is to protect the mind, armor the mind up, recalibrate calibrate the mind. You know what I'm saying? Reinforce whatever it is that you need to reinforce. Get out whatever, weed through that shit. Cut everything down. I say dismantle the whole motherfucking mind and rebuild it over again, because we have the ability to do that, just like they do with computers. I don't gotta listen to you. I'm talking. You supposed to be listening to me. I'm the teacher. Sit your ass down. I go to sleep. God damn it. When you recognize that there is a voice in your head that pretends to be you, and let me say this. I am the teacher right now, right? Okay, right. By way of the connection that I have to source. So are you all. But this is my platform. Don't come over here trying to tell me nothing, sir. Go on somewhere with that. You wasting time. You wasting my time. You wasting everybody's time. And you know why I say that? Because I can ignore you, but just your energy. You know what I'm saying? You got anxious energy. You anxious. Why are you so anxious for? That's a horrible feeling, to be constantly anxious. And a lot of y'all been anxious because I've been picking up on that energy for the past week. I'm a student too. I'm a student first. Okay, so when you notice the voice, you realize that who you are is not the voice, the thinker, but the one who is aware of it. So when you can be aware of your emotions and your thoughts and that voice that's inside thinking, then you come into essence how powerful and how your higher self actually has more, information, more status than your actual, encounters in life. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you have this Orisha, this soul, this angel, whatever you want to call it, the guardian. It's actually you though. That and I don't want to say govern over, because that's just like, but it's aware. Put it like that. And that information that you have inside, once you become aware of your thoughts, you have to think about who's listening to them. It's your higher self, right? That's that connection that you have to universe. Because your thoughts, and then you hear your thoughts. So who listening to the thoughts? How can you hear them? Not just through your ears. It's not just that. This is just the physical, right? So, man, I was thinking about some shit the other day too, y'all, right? I'm talking about, I've been like, man, I've been up in here, like, for real, y'all. Like, we've been doing a lot of, and this is for the collective, we've been doing a lot of back in between rims. And I know y'all feel that shit. Like, I'm talking about just thinking about and you creating, your future. Like, you're rewiring your minds. You're actually listening to your higher self. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're allowing your higher self to drive. You know what I'm saying? You're trusting yourself more. You know what I'm saying? I've really been picking up on that, but I also been picking up on a lot of us being anxious, and because I experienced it, but being anxious or just being old people coming in too. So this might resonate. Like, old people can be coming in, calling, trying to reach out to you, and things of that nature. Also, Piscean, that Piscean energy came up, but we're gonna get into that. So let me go, because I don't want to be on here all night, y'all. Let me get the message out for you guys. Okay, let me read this one more time. It says, when you recognize that there is a voice in your head that pretends to be you and never stops speaking, you are awakening out of your unconscious identification with the stream of thinking. When you notice that voice, you realize that who you are is not the voice, the thinker, but the one who is aware of it, right? Okay, so clear, this one is clairvoyance. So it's CLAIRCOGNIZANCE, right? Boom. That's the only one, that word I could not get that. I kept trying to read it earlier. It says translate as clear knowing. I want you guys to know about this, because this is what we all have access to this. Okay? And I'm going to get into access to later too. These are things that I do on my channel. And I just want you guys to know exactly what they are and the meaning and all that. So this is why I'm sharing this, right? So it's called clairvoyance or something like that. It's called it translates as clear knowing. Someone with clairvoyance will simply know with certainty things that they would have no logical way of knowing. They often get flashes of insight, such as having a profound feeling that danger is up ahead. Okay, so that if you have that gift, let's call it a gift. If you have that gift, it's called clairvoyance. Okay, and it translates to clear knowing. Okay, and you're able to feel, if danger is ahead, or if things like that. I have that too, right? And it could be a gift and a curse. Okay, it could be a gift and a curse. So clairvoyance, okay? You may know what clairvoyance is, but I'm going to read off what it is, and I'm going to let you know what it translates to. And I just feel like this really, I pulled this, and I feel like a lot of you guys, need to know. So then that way, just so that you can know within yourself. So now you can identify certain things, because words, like you got to pay attention to the words you use. But let me keep going. So clairvoyance, it says translate as clear seeing. A clairvoyant is someone who is able to see intuitive information visually. A clairvoyant may simply see a number, a symbol, or a name written on a piece of paper. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything too complex or dramatic, but the main ability is that they are able to receive information visually through their mind's eye. Because a lot of people get on here and be like, motherfuckers just like, I'm pulling shit out my ass. No, these things are real. We actually are able to do these things. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to do them. At least I can't speak for everybody, but we do have these abilities. Like, I don't understand, like, what's so, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there because everybody ain't, you feel me? So it don't even matter. So clairaudience. Clairaudience translate as clear hearing. People with clairaudience receive information by literally hearing it in their head. They often feel as if there is a little voice telling them what they need to know. Kind of like how we can hear our own voices in our head while we are reading, okay? And that's clairaudience. And clairaudience, y'all, that's when you be, man, that's that real information come through clairaudience, y'all. That shit go crazy. So that's when. Okay, so this is the next one. It says a download is pretty much an instation's influx of information from source. This can come in the form of instant realization, messages in dreams, saying something someone needed to hear in an exact moment, writing, channeling, a beautiful piece of music, or anything really. Its essence. You are basically a channel for divine information when you're receiving a download. When you're receiving a download, the way you open yourself up to have this kind of connection with source is one. We are one, right, y'all? And the more you understand that within yourself and come within yourself and step out of this world, that communication line just opens up more. Your heart opens up more. Possibilities, the infinite possibilities open up more. Abundance open up more. Clarity come through. You know what I'm saying? You're able to actually communicate with source. I'm gonna leave it at that. Continue to raise your vibration and continue to raise your vibration, okay? This is for somebody, man. This is for y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, man. It's for the chosen one. Continue to raise your vibration. You need that in these times right now. Positive, being positive. Like right now we can't be down, y'all, because there's too much negative shit happening in this world on purpose to keep us down. All of this shit that's going on around us. You know what I'm saying? If we don't step into our higher selves and allow ourselves to be happy even though we don't have the car that we want. Be happy even though we don't own the house. Be happy even though we don't have the job and none of these things yet. You know what I'm saying? Still be happy because we still have life and we still have, action at getting the shit. We still got action at moving forward and getting it. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a lot of, imposters that's gonna come in to take that, to trick you out of it, And so these old characters that's coming back into your life is trying to pop up and pop in and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's coming in for a reason. Then it's true. New levels, new devils. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time to graduate, the teacher will arrive, right? The teacher gonna come. And that's when these people come in. That's when they come in. And you gotta figure out why. And I know it can be confusing and all of that, but you have to ask for clarity. There you go again, strengthening your connection with your ancestors, with your higher self. Ask your higher self. You have to be very intentional, very specific when you're speaking to these spirits, when you're speaking to your higher self, because you could be talking to your higher self and hear a voice and it ain't your motherfucking higher self because you so far from your higher self. You have to come, your higher self have to know that it can trust you. Your higher self, your divine energy and that masculine energy has to know that it can trust you. That little girl inside has to know that it can trust you. That 17-year-old girl have to know that she can trust you now. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's just working on things, and it takes time. A lot of you guys have been very patient, and this is why you are where you are today. This is why you are able to move from relationships that don't serve you anymore, even though you still love these people. You know what I'm saying? And you can still stay in it, but you don't want to be pulled from in that way anymore. You don't want your energy being pulled in that way. It's toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's unsettling. I always gotta overthink because I don't know which way you gonna blow when the wind blow. You know what I'm saying? You ain't solid. So let me keep going. The way you open yourself up to have this kind of connection with source is one. One. Listen, y'all. Continue to raise your vibration, and two, continue to develop your relationship with the universe by communicating with it, asking for signs, solutions, etc. Over time, you will be able to regularly receive channel downloads. Okay, somebody needed to fucking hear that. You there? I asked the universe to keep all the low frequency people away from me. Now I'm in a dark room with incense, sage, and crystals, talking to myself. Now you tell me that. Come on, y'all. Tell me, come on now. Tell me that you. Come on. We might look at that's we do that. We be in and out. You know what I'm saying? And that's being present. You know what I'm saying? That's preparing. You know, you preparing a table for yourself, you know, so that you can feast. That's a fucking feast, to be able to sit in the dark in the room. You know how many people can't sit alone? They can't sleep alone. They can't do shit by themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see y'all. So when you don't move like everyone else, it bothers people. You need to know that. When you don't move like everyone else, it bothers people, okay? And it's gonna always bother people when you are you. When you're not with the crowd, when you're not with the movement, you know what I'm saying? When you're standing alone, you know what I'm saying? But just know that you never stand alone, and you've never been alone. You've never been in any situation alone. So let's keep going. Okay, so that's it of that. Okay, so Piscean energy, you guys. So Piscean, I want you guys to check this out. Check it out for yourself and see if Pisces is in you guys' chart. Like I don't know, like right now, like if it's in your house, your first house, your second house. See if Piscean is in your yeah, because I picked up on Piscean energy, and so I went and I looked it up, right? Which I know a Piscean is the two fishes. I know that, right? But this is, listen to what it says, y'all. It says two fishes captured by a string, typically by the mouth and the tail. That gotta be uncomfortable, to be caught by the mouth and the tail, and you can't move. You're just wiggling, right? So that's what this uncomfortability, like I was picking up on that shit, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm dope, man. I go crazy. So I've been picking up on that energy because I've been feeling it too a little bit. I've been having to shake that shit, like, you know, do things or just to get my mind off things, like refocus and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Even talking to a close friend, and really getting in depth about things where I'm tearing, I'm crying, like, you know, because it's a lot of tears that's needing to be released at this moment, at these times right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of tears that needs to be released. It's a lot of pain and hurt that needs to be released, okay? And right now is the best time to fucking do it, y'all. People are going to mislead you. They're going to misguide you. They're going to tell you all kind of other things that you should do outside of yourself. Why don't you go do this? Or maybe you should go do this. No. Go into your real true home, which is here, the kingdom, the church, whatever the fuck you want to, what they, all the places that they used to have us going to when we was coming outside of ourselves. And now this late, and I'm not going to say it's late in the game, but you 34, 35, 39 years old, you know what I'm saying, 40 years old, I'm even picking up on somebody 32. But you know, you're in these age brackets, and sometimes you feel like it's late in the game that I'm getting this. Why am I just now getting this? It ain't late. You were supposed to go through everything you went through up until this point. Now you're seasoned. Now you're well versed. Now you know these entities and these souls for who the fuck they are. Now you can work on yourself, and they can't come and intrude and come trying to knock down your motherfucking door. You remember that nursery rhyme was it Three Little Pigs when he said he gonna come blow his house down? Where do you think they was getting these damn nursery rhymes from? Ain't that what people been doing throughout your life? Coming in, trying to cause destruction and all kind of shit. Coming in with a smile on their face, coming in as love, coming in as peace, and then they turn out to be some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Whole time, they already had pre-planned and created what they was gonna do with you. Whole time. But now nobody can do this to you. Now nobody can do that shit to you, not unless you allow them to. At this point, the divine collector that I'm talking to, you done been through so much shit, ain't nothing passing, and you paying attention now. You at attention. You're at attention. So let me keep going. So 2 fishes captured by the stream, typically by the mouth or the tail. The fish are usually portrayed swimming in opposite directions. This represents the duality within the Pisces nature. They are ruled by the planet Jupiter, Neptune in modern astrology. So look and see if those planets are in your natal chart, okay? Because Jupiter and Neptune can be very significant, you guys. Go look it up. You have to do the work. We are connected to everything that's in this world. Everything that's on this earth, we are connected to. And we have some type of kind of vibration that vibrates off of it at certain times in our lives, throughout the year, throughout the month, throughout the weeks. You know what I'm saying? And we can pull on those things, and we can use, like, just like the Pisces, that shit came up, y'all. That shit didn't come up until I sat here. I sat here and I was sitting up here and I'm moving. I have to figure out what source want me to talk about, and the Piscean came up. You pull from things. That's what just like they've been pulling from us. They've been pulling from us since we were children, huh? Yeah, go ahead. They've been pulling on us since we were children. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways. Okay, so what's next? Okay, let me go to. So the number, somebody's birthday can be between February 19th and March 20th. Okay, February 19th and March 20th, and also the number 1133 came up. Okay. So we're gonna get into the card. It's a lot of erratic energy. I'm picking up on a lot of erratic energy. Hi, how you doing, Louis Davis? How you doing? Hi, everybody. I'm trying to focus on this. It be so many messages coming through. I don't want to get sidetracked. But how you guys doing? But I'm gonna come here with you guys. Let me see. Yeah, I've been picking up on a lot of erratic behavior. Pessimistic, like being pessimistic, people being, or even us to ourselves, pessimism been coming up, and I feel like that's in the divine one. It's like we still have work, y'all, right? We still always got work. We always constantly evolving, and so, okay, I did that wrong. We always constantly evolving, so, you know, you could be, maybe had been thinking about taking some classes, y'all. Further educating yourself about emotions. What is it? Emotional intelligence, or just to dig deeper in yourself. So that's a confirmation if that's something that you've been thinking about, like, or been wanting to do, like it's ran across your mind, like, you know what? I need to get a therapist or a psychiatrist. Like, I need to dig deeper. I need somebody that I can talk to in depth. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking up on that. I've been picking up on that. Okay. Macaroon. I don't know what that is. Macaroon. Hold on, you guys. Where did I put it at? Oh, there it go. Somebody can, Soledad. I don't know, Soledad. I don't know if that's like a place in a country. Telling you, okay, so 1133 is like a high five from the universe. Oh, wow. So angel number 1133 is like a high five from the universe. It's telling you to step into your uniqueness, have confidence in your ability, and explore your spiritual side. Y'all, on everything, y'all. I swear to God, that's crazy. So I picked up on that number. I actually seen it on the phone and I pulled. It was just like, take it. And then I wrote it down. So this is dope because this is something that that this has a lot to do with what I'm talking about. It says your future self. No, I'm sorry. It says sacred information and confirmation. Okay. So tell you step into your uniqueness. Yeah, sacred information. And in order to tap into that sacred information, you know what I'm saying? You have to like step into yourself and then know your uniqueness. You gotta have confidence. You know what I'm saying? It says have confidence in your ability and explore your spiritual side. Because when you do that, that's sacred, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And when you are in that sacred place, it's different doors that you unlock. It's and then your vibration. So we vibrate, right? We have a vibration. I believe it stands out probably like 12 or 15 feet from us, right? Don't quote me on this. I'm just telling y'all what I'm seeing, right? And don't quote me on the feet. 12 to 15 feet, right, out, right? It's a vibration, but it's different. It's different fields, right? Like they got earth, water, air, and fire, right? So it's different fields, right? So each one of these fields have a certain level of protection or energies where it do a certain thing. It could be your empathic senses. It could be your ability to foresee things or to be able to know when danger is ahead. But they strengthen by way of you doing the work, going within, understanding who you are, why you are the way you are. You know, why do certain things trigger you? Why do, you know, just being able to unravel or open up those things. It's like they're showing me like it's like an onion, like, you know what I'm saying, like you're pulling back those layers. So also by taking care of yourself physically, you know what I'm saying, physically, reading, exercise, fasting, you know what I'm saying, however it looked for you, it strengthened these fields. Everybody got them. It strengthened these fields. So right now you are being called to do that so that they can be strengthened, because everything that you know, whoever I'm speaking to, you're very unique. You know what I'm saying? I feel like your confidence may go up and down. It depends, like, you know what I'm saying, how you feeling, because you still are, you know, transitioning over from, you know, the healing that you've done, but you are whole, right? So I feel like you yeah, y'all doing good. So that information that you have, that sacred information and wisdom and knowledge that you have, is deeper than wisdom and knowledge, y'all. This is like the Akashic records that's inside of you. And this is not for everybody. Everybody don't have access to this because it would be a shit show. We would never get about this motherfucker. We would never be able to heal. We would never be able to understand who we are, or our true state, or where we came from, or who we, you know, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this access is only given to a chosen few, right? And this is why everybody be so upset and jealous and shit. Like, well, I can't have access. You can't have access to the shit because you sit up and play games all motherfucking day. That's why. You know what I'm saying? You think this shit is a game. Why would Source trust you with something so sacred? Will you think we want to be here forever? Fucking suffering? You think we want to be here forever suffering? You don't think we've been here long enough? You know what I'm saying? And some people are comfortable in the state that they are in. You know what I'm saying? But so my whole point in saying this is I've been picking up on the past couple of days. Your auric field is very important. And so just incorporate in small things. You gotta crawl before you walk. Don't try to jump in the motherfucking water or in the ocean knowing you can't swim in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Stick one toe in, then stick another one in. Take your time. Okay? Alright, let me see. So let's put some energy off of. Okay, your future self is telling you to let go of the past. You are, wait, I don't know why the fuck I keep reading that one. I'm sorry. It says sacred information and confirmations. Okay. Let me section this shit off. So you could be seeing the number 99. Somebody's name can be Lawrence. Another message that had came through too, you guys. Another message that had came through. That they opened my eyes to. They was like, you be caught, like, I be seeing a lot of women names. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Like for the past few months, I've been seeing a lot of women names. I very rarely have said men names. And so they was just showing me, like, the reason why I've been doing that. And it's because us women are coming into, like, a sacred union. Like, we're coming into a collective. They're showing me it's like a collective, and it's sacred, and it's a lot of it's a lot of us, y'all. It's a lot of us that's coming into this sacred place, and we are being called forth. So the names that I've been saying and calling out, these are names, whether if they're here or not, whether they're in the physical realm or the spiritual realm. These are women that are being called forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you've done so well with yourself, and you've shown the universe that you can be trusted even though you've been hurt. You can be trusted. Like, it didn't change your heart. It didn't harden your exterior. It made you more focused. It made you more, solid within yourself. You went back to yourself. You didn't go run to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get out that relationship and have to go to another relationship because you don't feel secure with yourself, and you don't feel safe with yourself. Even when you didn't feel safe, you still went within and you did the work. So that's an honorable, that's an honorable decision or path that you've taken. You know what I'm saying? And for that, you've been honored. Like, so it's a lot of women that's being called forward. And who is it? Who is it? Damn. Hold on, y'all.
I can hear you guys loud and serious. It's really peace.
Okay.
So I don't have to remember.
Yeah, it's okay. So where do you hear it about?
I'm hearing it in my son. I sleep in my son's room. My kids don't let me sleep in my room.
Okay.
I'm hearing moving, I'm hearing up and down. I try to be patient.
Okay.
So he's 12, 30. I really need to get some sleep.
Okay.
I try to ignore it.
Okay.
30 hours.
I know you told me. I remember. Okay. So you said over here on this side?
I can hear you. Just anywhere I'm at.
Okay.
My room was the last one, but my kids, sometimes I'm in the other rooms when I live. Actually,
Okay. Okay. Did you hear it in here? No.
I can hear you.
You can hear me talking.
I can hear you talking, I'm just hearing you. I don't know what's going on.
I know. I'm just trying to see something.
Yeah, no, I don't hear no talking, I just hear you.
my neighbor, saying it was too much noise. Okay. It's crazy because everybody's asleep. Let me see. Okay, let's keep going. Shit. Okay. Alright, y'all. I hate staying on the stairs. Some bullshit. I remember I was living in my last place, and I had somebody stand over me, and they had like 10 fucking kids. I was there for 5 years. I complained 2 times. But that just showed me how much patience that I had. Like, I don't know, they used to make a hell of noise. I think one time I went up there and I'm like, look, sit your ass down. Once, I think it was like 3 times so in all, out of 5 years. And they was there for like 3 years. But everybody got different temperaments. You gotta be respectful of your neighbors, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, let's get to the cards. Okay, let's pull on this energy and see what's up, y'all. If you can't stay, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I know it's late. I probably got work tomorrow or got business you gotta conduct. So if you can't stay, it's all good. I'm back. My name could be Mariah. George. So I feel like the collective is like in a space where it's almost as if you're back in that, you know, the learning state of a child. Like, it's like, like, you know what I'm saying? The information is coming through, the downloads and things like that. It's like new information coming through. I'm picking up on. Just even your inspiration of learning is different. It's like it's different. Like if you didn't have interest in going to school, or if that's not something that you want to do, you now have interest in learning. But it's not like the Western learning. It's like, you know, whatever it is that you are, you know, that you want to do. Whether if it's with spirituality, you know, if it's with, you know, whatever subject it is. But you have that, and it's not even ambition. I'm feeling it because I'm feeling it right here in my heart, like right here in my chest area. It's like you're enthused about learning. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope. So if that's something that you like, you know, he got the TV up hella loud. If that's something that you've battled with, like throughout your life, like completing things, or you know, maybe starting something and not finishing it, and or just not having the how can I say it? It's like, you know, like 1 minute you interested in, and the next minute you not. I'm picking up on that type of kind of energy, you know. But now it's like, So you being called to make sure that you keep a communication line with your spirit guides, because they're going to be helpers that's going to come in and help you. You're going to meet people, and you probably have already met some of these people. These are new people, you don't know them. It's going to help you along your path, whatever that is that you are going to do. Whatever it is, it's something that you're going to do. It's like a mark. Like, it's something, nobody can do it like you. You know, it's your thing. But yeah, you're gonna have secret helpers that's gonna come in this in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm. But the spiritual realm are going to be the ones that's really going to be prepping you and teaching you. You might even be rehearsing things in your head throughout the day, you know. But it's good things, you know what I'm saying? But when I say rehearsing, I'm talking about you're co-creating the business of how it's going to be and how it's going to be set up and shit. Like it's like, okay, well, I'm going to have to get my LLC. I got to, sit down and write up this, proposal and things like that. It's like you're putting everything and you're preparing yourself for it. That's what I'm picking up on. Your future self is telling you, wait, why do I keep doing that? Sacred information. Come on, sacred information. So what information did you want us to have as far as the sacred information? I know one motherfucking thing. If they let me move, I'll move. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in this motherfucker anywhere. Keep it a step. I'm planning on being here for that long. Shit. Let me see. What messages do you have for us on the matter of sacred information? What messages do you have on sacred information? Judgment. Okay. You see how they hold their arms up to the angel in the sky? And the question is sacred information. So it's what information do you need them to know? Like what messages do you need them to know? And them holding their arms up and their hands up, it's like you being held in high honor and you're being given that information. You're being given that direct line to that source of information. You know what I'm saying? And that information is what's captivating your essence, you know? So if you are wondering why these people are coming back from the past or why it seems like things are getting more challenging when dealing with people or communicating with people, it's very obvious that it's because of your energetic field, because of the what you were granted over the waters. You were granted this. So meaning in the waters, they also celebrate you. So you being celebrated on all in its wholeness, because you are whole now. You see, y'all? Look, y'all. What other messages do you have on sacred information? Okay, we got the musician thing, because this the magician and the two of swords. So we got the musician and the two of swords that just came out. Clarify this two of swords, because if I don't just want to say what I think. If I told y'all what I felt with the energy I'm getting off of this two of swords, and then the musician coming out after judgment. You know how you always got somebody lurking in the backgrounds, lurking, watching to see what's gonna happen. Like, I'm just picking up on that eerie feeling, like it's real eerie. And this could be the collective. This can be you. That has these. I want you guys to listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Like, don't just kick it out and dispute it. If I'm saying that you may be feeling eerie, it's normal. It's normal when you moving. Is it easy to move one house to another house? You go through a lot of shit. You be irritated, you be hot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of different emotions. You don't want to do it sometimes you might. It just depends, you know what I'm saying? But I'm picking up on the two of swords energy. And you may not have absolutely accepted your position that you've I don't even want to say been given, that you've worked hard for. Your position that that was always gonna be yours. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're still like in between those two worlds. You know what I'm saying? But you're being called to make a decision. Like your intention. Like once you make a decision on what it is moving forward as a musician, once you make a decision with the universe and say, look, okay, I'm standing on this. I'm done with this. I'm done with that. This is where it's at. Everything is gonna roll out like the red fucking carpet. The red carpet is gonna roll out, and it's gonna be a challenge, clearly, because the Two of Swords is out. You know what I'm saying? It's a little conflict there. It's a little conflict of interest there. You could feel like, oh my goodness, you know how we feel. Motherfuckers get rich. Oh, I'm leaving my people. I don't want to leave my people. Or you know what I'm saying? Like or either now these people are popping up, or situations are occurring and popping up, and it's not really triggering you, but it's a comfortability that's keeping you thinking about, oh, well, maybe just one more time. If I can just go say hi, if I can just touch it one more time. And your higher self is like, look, listen, Linda, okay? You are the musician, okay? You do not touch shit, okay? You do not do this. You have to let it go, because if you touch it, because you are an empath and because you take in energy, and you know what I'm saying, and you are so sensitive to things, then you are going to be affected. It's going to affect you. You feel me? Because you have a light heart. You have this healing. They're going to attack you. They're all going to laugh at you, Gary. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's keeping you in a conflict of interest with self. Okay, so these are things that you've been working on. So whoever I'm speaking to, you've been working on. You most definitely been going at it with yourself. It's been a lot of things coming up. It's been a lot of emotional things coming up that hasn't been resolved. And now you can only resolve them within yourself, because the players that had something to do with it, or even caused the infrastructure to be off balance, or to have a rigidness about it, they cowered away. Those cowards ran. They left it all on you. Let her clean it up. But once you clean it up, and once you start cleaning up, then they want to come back in. That's some sick shit. That's some sick shit. But you know this. It's like you have the blueprint. With this infinity sign on top of her head as a musician, like you have infinite information that has been coming through. At least these past, I would say, 3 weeks. They've given me 9 years. Like you've always known things beforehand. You've always been able to, very intuitive, you know what I'm saying? Very down to earth, you know what I'm saying? Like very serious about the improvement of yourself. Like you're very hard on yourself. I'm picking up too. It probably can be to the detriment, or like you're so hard on yourself, Okay, so let's keep going. Sacred information. Okay, the 9 of Wands in the downright. Yeah, you no longer the 9 of Wands in the downright. That energy of like you the wounded warrior and shit, that's over with. Like you don't even feel right about having the conversations that you were just having a month ago, or 3 weeks ago. Like today, you don't even want to talk about it. You like, if it's gonna be done, let's just let it be done. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to talk about your pains and your hurts. You're like, okay, now what can I do? Like what's next? How can I step up next? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to let this just be my story. This is not going to be my end all and my be all, where I'm just going around and broadcasting this sad ass story of my life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was wounded. Yes, I was the wounded warrior. There are many of us, but we have so many other things and attributes about ourselves to give to this world. We want to move with positivity. We want to move with love. We want to heighten the energy frequency so that we can move. And whoever don't, we ain't worried about them. We ain't even if you want to be a part of this, then you get to choose. You by choice. We not trying to, you know, we ain't trying to. When you know how when they be trying to like, when they be having them coats and shit, they be trying to like get people to come and shit. Like we ain't trying to like, you know, get nobody to, you know, to be knocking on the door to Jehovah's Witness and shit. We ain't doing none of that. It's up to you. If you come forth and you want to stand up and you want to be your own self and you want to learn about who you are and living and you want to be free, then you know where to come, because Source is going to. You gotta go to sleep and quit getting up and turn the TV off and tell him to turn the TV down. Go to sleep and don't get up no more. And quit making noise, because she just came over here and I came in there and you act like you was asleep. Go. So, yeah, so you're not in you know, that not saying that you ever was a victim, but you're not in that mentality no more. You're not in that wounded warrior energy. You know what I'm saying? And you go in between, back and forth. The Temperance. Yeah, you're not in that energy no more. The Ace of Pentacles, the Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles, like you fighting, bro. Like whoever I'm speaking to, and I'm picking up on a lot of feminine energy, okay? And you can flip and flop it, but it's like a balance, really. It's a balance of the feminine energy, and it's the feminine energy that's the truth, the true feminine energy. It's not no air holes, it's no bullshit, it's none of that. It's everything that the feminine energy has always been since the beginning of time, and nothing that's extracted from it like the world has done. You know what I'm saying? It's none of that. This is like a straight, pure connection, divine connection that's always was going to lead to where it is now. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can look back and it's like they're giving you signs and they're giving you information to where you can look back and say, okay, this is why all of this happened. It wasn't happening to me, it was happening for me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because I'm a horrible person or because I deserve to be treated fucked up. It's not none of that. It's like, damn, I was put in that person's life even though they treated me fucked up, or even if it's a situation where a person didn't treat you fucked up and you was just, the relationship didn't work out. I was put in that situation because not only did I need to learn something, they also did. So you were a catalyst in a lot of the stories of why people are awakening now, okay? Yeah, you the reason why a lot of people are awakening now. It could be your mother, your fathers, your sisters, your brothers, whoever the fuck. You are the reason why they are awakening, because what you brought into their lives, the energy frequency that you brought into their lives, how you left. And that's another thing too. You know, we got to remember on this path, on this journey of knowing thyself, we got to remember that it's not all about us. When we think for the collective, that's when we win. You know what I'm saying? When we think for our sisters and our brothers, you know what I'm saying? And we actually send that frequency out, that vibration out, you know, from ourselves, like, you know, with love, you know, for those who's deserving of it, for those who's going to appreciate it. When we do that and we are not closed off from us healing to healing somebody else, this is another way of the divine information, you know, that sacred knowledge coming through. Because if God can trust you with other etheric beings and know that you're going to do right by them, then God will be able to trust you with an infinite amount of information. You know what I'm saying? About you, your past lives, and how to move through this world. You know what I'm saying? So that you won't be the victim, or so that you won't be the prey. You will become the hunter. You see? What other messages do you have? Sacred information, about sacred information stories. What other information do you have about sacred information? The Seven of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Death card. So, yeah, I already said this though. You've been putting together thought. Somebody can be newly married, like a newlywed. You could be like a newlywed if that resonates. Somebody's name can start with an L. Okay, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Death card. Look at these cards, y'all. You see how she walking that way with the Seven of Swords, and she got the Pentacle in her hand. She looking back at her. And that was right after the Nine of Wands and the downright. You could be feeling like somebody been watching you. You could be in a house by yourself or, you know, with your children, but you could be feeling like somebody's surveillancing you. That's not for everybody. But you could have been picking up on that monitoring energy. If you are, then it's happening, okay? And this is to awareness, self-awareness. They want you to know that they want you to stay focused on your self-awareness. You having self-awareness. They want you to focus in on that so that you will be able to identify these energies without actually seeing them. This is a whole nother level, you guys. This is not, no, this is not, a lot of this shit that's going on, it's not even happening in the physical, it's happening in the spiritual realm. But here on earth, there's a death to a lot of people, a lot of situations, a lot of relationships, a lot of ways of thinking. It's a death to things that people don't even have no control over. They don't have a choice but for it to die. It's like you were put up. It's like you completely became aware right before the death came. Like right before it came. Like all the times that shit was happening in your life, you thought that, damn, I'm going through hella shit. I'm going through this, and it's like, but you did. Whoever, I'm picking up on the energy where you did. You was going through shit back to back, back to back. It's like you couldn't get a break. It's like every time you turn around and some shit, like, what the fuck? But every time you made it out right before the death of things, right before, somehow, some way, I don't give a fuck if it was the day before, and that was the last day that you could be in the place. That was the last day. The 31st, you had to be out. The 30th, you got a call that you got a spot. On the 30th, you got a call that you would have somewhere safe to be. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. It's like you always have been. You gotta look at that type of kind of shit, y'all. And that can even help us adjust our crown. Help us adjust our souls to know how important we are. How needed we are. If not to anybody on this earth, for sure in the spiritual realm, where we actually, you know, where our true state comes from. You know what I'm saying? Every time you done been through some shit, it's gonna be a death to a lot of things. Somebody's name could be Evan, maybe Devin, Macro or Micro or something like that. Maybe Michael. Let me see what other messages you have. What other messages do you have on sacred information? London is coming. It's something going on in London, y'all. It's something going on in London. And maybe we're going to hear about it on the news. Maybe we're going to see it on YouTube or something. Something is going on in fucking London, alright? And I don't even think they're talking about it right now. To be honest, and I don't know exactly what it is. But I've been picking up on London for the past 3-4 months. And there's something going on out there. Somebody can be from Wisconsin. name could be May May, or maybe you know somebody named May May. Somebody can be very aware that they came from a family full of warlocks. That came up, I had to say it. You had a family warlocks. Yeah. Go learn about it and see. The Four of Wands. I mean, what's that? The Four of Swords. I'm sorry, the Four of Swords in a downright. Yeah, the Four of Swords in a downright right after that. Okay, it's like everything after that. It's like you was the last piece. After you, you know, after you just was good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's like you were caught. What the fuck is that? It's like you were caught, right? You were caught. You were caught by grace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then everything just started falling down for these people, for this community. This community, like, it was like, okay, the chosen one is safe. Now we can proceed on with the convictions of the sins of the people of whatever, or the people that, you know, went against this chosen one, didn't want to listen. A lot of the times when you didn't give people advice and shit, you've been right. They just didn't want to listen to you because they felt like, well, you don't got your shit together, or you still going through this with this person. And it's like, well, you know, we all going through something, but I'm just telling you out of place of love, and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just trying to, you know, but nah, yeah. So things are, yeah. The Four of Wands in the downright. People are going through a lot of hardship, mental anguish. It's just a lot, man. Families are falling. People are getting divorced. You know what I'm saying? Children are acting a damn fool. I just see the households going bananas. Like, the streets is just going crazy. People running through the streets. They don't know who they are, what's going on. They setting fire to shit. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of shit going on. Okay? It's a lot of succubus. It's a lot of women that's having sexual encounters with a lot of different men governing their bodies and shit. I mean, it's just a lot going on. I cannot make this shit up. The Queen of Swords in the downright. I put all these cards up in. I don't think cards coming. Let me see something. Hold that. The Queen of Swords in the downright. Okay. It could have been. You could have had. And it's not gonna apply for everybody, but it could have been a feminine energy in your life, and this is for a divine feminine, where she had a place of power. So she could have been a grandmother, a mother. She could have been a teacher. She could have been a boss, you know, at a job. But she had a lot to say about you, whoever this feminine energy is. And she summoned a lot of entities towards you on false beliefs because of what she thought of you or who she thought you were. Never to come to you to get to know you or to get to know your essence and your true state. But the reason why she did it is because she didn't understand your calmness. Why were you so cool and collective? You know, wasn't she able to provoke you at certain times when she would intentionally provoke you? This is a feminine energy, and this is not going to resonate with everybody, but I am picking up on an energy that has been attacking a divine feminine. It could be one, it could be two people, it could be two feminine energies, it could be three. But this energy has always tried to summon other souls around you and make you feel uncomfortable, make you feel like you weren't worthy, make you feel, you know what I'm saying? And some of these feminine energies that's doing this, you haven't even met them. They just know you through somebody else. Thank you, Suncoast. Yeah, Malika, you can get a reading. Is it Malika Buzz? You can, sweetie. You just have to email me. It's ashleyelder73@gmail. You email me and we can set up we could set up something, and we could do like 30 minutes. I got you. I'll do it for free too. So just hit me. We can figure it out. We talking. You know what I'm saying? The longer that I can sit in energy, and I feel like this is with anybody, the longer we can sit in energy, the more messages that come through. This right here, doing this, it's a lot to do with patience. You have to have a lot of patience within yourself, because as you go through the stages of entering into the etheric realm and different realms, you know, your ancestors is allowing other souls to come through and speak if they allow them. I allow my ancestors to handle that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But the longer I sit here, the more I'm able to pick up on energy and pick up on you guys' energy. Okay, let's see what other messages come out. What other messages do you have on the matter of sacred information? Another thing I want to let you guys know, that you guys are on a secure line, okay? This is secure, you are protected, and you are cloaked while you are here on this channel, okay? The Four of Swords, I cannot make this shit up. It's a trip after death, y'all. After the death card, after they knew that you were good and that you were safe. After the death card, it ain't been nothing but a downhill battle. Like it ain't, I'm not even gonna say a downhill battle. It ain't been nothing but trials and tribulations for these people. For this old way of thinking. For this old. It's like a safe net for these people. I just see them like going crazy, y'all. But the Four of Swords came out, okay? The Four of Swords come out, and a lot of these people are thinking about you, thinking about the relationship they had with you, thinking about how safe and secure you made them feel, how you know, how you accepted them for who they were without judgment. You know what I'm saying? They having a lot of, they're in deep regret for the loss of the relationship, for them not stepping up and, you know, taking accountability or responsibility to the magician. You know what I'm saying? You alchemize that energy. Like, even though they're in their head about it, and they like, the only reason why they in their head about it, y'all, is because they can't take the torment. But all of that energy that they are exhibiting is the energy that they've kicked out. Is everybody's energy being sent back to them. That's what's going on right now. Everybody's energy is being sent back to them. If you sick, sadistic, if you messy, if you gossip and all that stuff, 9 times out of 10, people, you're doing it more right now. You're doing it more. Okay, if you're a positive thinker and you are a creator and you like to create things, and you're, you know, your creativity is big, like you want to do things for the community, or you want to do things for yourself or your family, you want to go on, you're doing that more. It's like 1,000 times, okay? And being that you are sensitive to energy, your creative ability is heightened. It's happening faster than anybody's that you've, I'm not gonna say than anybody's, but it's happening faster. Okay, it's happening quite fast. Okay, that's why I was picking up on that energy where it's like, stay positive, stay in high spirits, do things that make sure you do things where you're healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you hungry, fucking eat so you won't have an attitude. We don't need none of that energy out here in the collective. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. It's not gonna do us no good. It's not gonna do you no good. You know what I'm saying? Stay high vibing. I'm even picking up on you being attacked mentally. Like, they're trying to play with your frequency. They're trying to like, they throwing stones at you, and they, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to break through your exterior. I feel like that's probably why earlier I mentioned about the auric field and how far it go out. I think I said 12 to 15 feet. Don't quote me on that, but and how to strengthen it and how important it is for it to be strong because of your position that you hold. It's kind of like you're the most hated, I'm getting. Like, they're upset because they feel like, you know, you took their life. They feel like they're delusional. It's a lot of delusion that's going on in this area right here, y'all. We got the Queen of Cups. You know what I'm saying? The Queen of Cups. I mean, a queen don't necessarily have to be a great person, a great feminine or masculine energy, whether if it's a king or a queen. Mind you, they make their own rules up as they go along, okay? So that don't necessarily mean that energy is good because she's sitting there and she's sitting pretty, okay? She can very well have a very heavy heart and a demonic soul, okay? And that's what I'm picking up on, okay? So somebody name could be Sicily, okay? And you can have, yeah, the nine of swords. It's a lot of conflict, okay? It's a lot of conflict going on. It's a lot of conflict going on. And these people, mind you guys need to stay protected, keep your surroundings, you know what I'm saying? Just stay protected, y'all, right, during these times. You know, if you need to venture off and do your damn thing. So the email is Ashley, is ASHLEY, Ashley Elder, is ELDER 73@gmail. So just email me and then we'll talk from there and I'll get at you. You're welcome. Let me see what other messages we have. The Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords. So we got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords. All of these players, this is like maybe 5 or 6 different people. The Knight of Swords, this was like 5, 6, 7 different people that's asphyxiated on you. That's, and all of these people are going in the opposite direction than you. But they think they're coming in the same direction as you. Even the Death card is going in the same direction as you. The Death card is walking before you. Nobody can enter. Nobody can come. There's no, they have no rite of passage. Everybody is going in, literally everybody's pointing this way, y'all. At the bottom of, at the second row, on the second row of the cards. Because we got Judgment, we got the Two of Swords, and right under the Two of Swords, the Queen of Swords, which is in the down right. These people think that they're coming to you and you're going to accept them back in, or you're going to be the person that you were back then, because they don't feel like you have the ability, or they look at you as less than. They feel like you, they don't feel like you, oh, she ain't changed. Like they always felt like you were, I'm not gonna say I was beneath them. And I know that this be coming up, y'all, and I get tired of these motherfuckers, but we just have to, you know, this is what it is, you know, this is what I'm being shown, you know, and we have to remind ourselves and remember that they don't go nowhere. They can go from another body to another person. You know what I'm saying? That energy can go ahead and go on somewhere else, and you will meet a new person, and that same energy is in that person. But they're all coming towards you, and so boom, y'all, look at how this shit come together. So remember earlier how I said that you could be feeling like somebody's watching you, like it's monitoring spirits. You could be at home, you could be in a car, you just have that sense like you're being watched. That's all of these energies. These are people from your past. It's even people in your present that don't understand how you've made it to the mind state, the mind state that you are in. How do you not think how you used to think a year ago or 6 months ago? How she just letting shit go. Why she don't laugh or he don't laugh at the things that we used to. They so serious. You know what I'm saying? They think they better than. So they focusing on you because they don't have much to focus on. None of these queens, the knights, the page of swords, you know what I'm saying? And this feminine energy is so low vibrating that I'm picking up on them being succubus, them being harlots, Jezebel, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Really fucking low. A really low frequency of energy. And you were the source. But it's a death to that. It's a death to it, right? It's a trip how these cards just came out and set up like this. Like, this the whole story, y'all. This what it is. You know what I'm saying? You've been separated. You've been separated. It's like they separated the real from the fake. What other messages do you have? Let me hurry up, so I feel like I'm just being sitting here. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh yeah, information. And information. What other information do you want them to know? So we got the Nine of Cups. I'm gonna show you guys. Oops. I can't make this shit up. We got the Nine of Cups. We got the Fool card. And we got and I'm gonna leave that right there. So we got the Nine of Cups, the Fool card. Look at these. What's this? This the Two of Wands. You got everything in there. Earth, air, water. You know what I'm saying? Spirit. Okay, the Nine of Cups. Like, you wouldn't have been able to receive these things or to even have these things. Like, these things were protected in the spiritual realm. These things were God held this shit. We got 0 at the top of the deck. You know what I'm saying? Like, God held these things, and your ancestors been protecting your I don't even want to call it a harvest. It's almost like your inheritance. Your inheritance was being protected, because if it didn't, and if they knew all what you knew and what was inside of you, they damn near probably would have took your life, because a lot of these players at the bottom of this they didn't try to take your life in some type of kind of way, whether if it's trick you out of certain ideas, you know, play on your mind, you know, play in your intellect, like, you know, all of those type of kind of things, anything to keep you outside of yourself and keep you in your head. But you walked away on faith, you know what I'm saying? The Fool card. And because you did that, you've created an empire beyond worlds, beyond this world, okay? The thing is I feel like the message that Source want to give through this, with everything that I'm talking about, is you actually receiving it and knowing your worth. Knowing that you deserve these things because of everything that you've endured, and the fact that you can still sit across from someone that hurt you and say, I love you, I do, I really love you, and really feel it, because only God knows your heart. You do, but between you, people know, but they'll play games like they don't. And they'll treat you fucked up even though they know, because they never had a love like you. They never had nobody love you. And I don't care if it's your mother, your daddy, your sister, your husband. They never embody the essence of the love that you carry within you. You know what I'm saying? And this is where the anger and the resentment and the jealousy and the hate come from. I mean, you got women that hated you because you had a child with a man before they even got one. You know what I'm saying? You have people that's working at these jobs, you know what I'm saying, I'm picking up on, that's mad because of your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't win for losing. Like I said earlier, you couldn't get a fucking break. Every time you turned around, it was something. Whether if it was something in your family, it always had to be devastating. It always had to be to the extent to where it almost break you. And it's the way that they bring it in, but they don't want to help. They don't want to be shoulder to cry on. That's when they start bringing problems and implicating bullshit in your life. When you're going through these trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? And it's all to sit back and watch you suffer. And the whole time they were sitting back watching you suffer, they was building a cage for themselves. They was building a cage for themselves, and then that's what they are in. They're in a fucking cage. Constant turmoil. The Nine of Cups, the Fool card, baby, you well on your way. You are very successful. If not now, you are going to be. You have the blueprint. You have the antidote. You know how to make different formulas with different things when it comes to different things. Very creative. Your mind goes beyond this world. And it always has. You've given a lot of these people ideas. You are the reason why a lot of these people have been able to even survive this long. That's how powerful you are. I'm talking to some very powerful divine beings, okay? Very fucking powerful. Okay, let me see what other cards. Let me see. Okay, we're going to do the Goddess deck and see what message the Source have. What message do you have on this matter as far as sacred information and confirmation, Source? Somebody's name could be Yolanda, Quateria. Sound like, I hope I said it right, Quateria. I'm saying it how I hear it. Hi, Nevea. How you doing? Yeah, look, man, you know, and that be so fucked up. Like, you know, I know that right now it's like we really, as divine feminine, and I'm speaking to the women, like, you know, we made it. We made it. We good. But we still have work to do, you know? And it's very important that we feel safe, because that is not a state of a feminine energy not to feel safe. We are supposed to feel safe. And when we feel safe, that's when our children can get the best of us, our husbands, and we can even give the best to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? For so long, we have not felt safe because we have not been protected by the very people that's supposed to protect us, that's been here, you know, in the physical, you know. But with that, we built a relationship with source within ourselves, because we had to always rely on ourselves and go back to ourselves. So I guess that situation and those situations pushed us to a better place, a greater place, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I always say, like, and it's just my personal, you know, thing, like, I really do appreciate my bad times more than my good times, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what really sculpted me, you know what I'm saying? My bad times really just like showed me, like, because at times I had a choice to where I could have been very resentful and say fuck the world, fuck everybody, you know what I'm saying? I can be just as fucked up as you. I can do you the same way you did me, you know what I'm saying? And I have made a decision like that, and then but I couldn't follow through. It didn't last long because it wasn't who I truly am. You know what I'm saying? So, and that let me know about myself. We have always, and this is for the divine ones only, we have always been being taught. We have always had that teacher there, front and center, always. And that's why I say that, oh, I'm alone and I feel alone. No, the fuck you not. Quit saying that. Quit feeling. This is not for everybody. You know, those that's on your journey or just started, or do you feel like you're by yourself and you're not. You ain't never been by yourself and you won't never be by yourself. Go in the room, light you some damn candles up, make a safe place. It's time to start making decisions on who we allow in our area, in our energetic field, so that we can feel safe. Who do we choose to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta start protecting ourselves, because I mean, it's very evident that the whole collaboration with the building of the matrix was to make us feel unsafe, so that we won't operate in our higher selves, so that we won't know who we are, so that we can't protect our children, so that we can't save our families. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fear-based relationships that we've had with one another to where we can't even connect as sisters. You know what I'm saying? We can't even trust each other as sisters, like, you know what I'm saying, because of all of the fear-based antics that they put on society, you know what I'm saying, especially on the women. And I feel like it's a 50-50 thing, y'all, you know. Truth. I can't make it up, y'all. Look at truth. Say truth. Okay? Her name is Nudie 34, so 34 can be significant. You could be life path number 33, I mean 3. Oh, you might be seeing 33. And if you life path 33, that's an ascended master number, okay? So, namaste. Namaste. Okay? For sure. Much love and respect. Because 33 follow me too. I have the essence of 33 myself. I'm life path. Another thing too, y'all, I'm picking up on. Watch who you sharing stuff with on this new beginning, okay? Because remind you, the Death Card talks about new beginnings, right, and endings, right? And so the Nine of Pentacles came out, and that's you and your gift, right? That's your gift that you embody within you. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can copy it or replicate it or do nothing. They can't. They can trick you out of it though, and that's what we've encountered with this bottom row, with all these people. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the relationships was toxic and they kept happening. They was tricking you out of shit, right? But it's okay, right? You know better now. But I was picking up on and what was I finna say? Y'all just slipped my mind. Hold on, I'm gonna get it back. Let me get these cards out. Ethnic chords. Can't make this shit up. Watch how this shit tie in. 27 can be significant. You could be bypass number 7. Boom. That's what I was gonna say. I seen the number 7 and remember what I was gonna say. So watch who you share things with. When you get divulged. They saying watch you divulge things with. When you are receiving this infinite information about your like your natal chart or your life path number and things like that. Don't be so free to give because you don't want people you don't want other souls knowing about certain placements that you have and the connections that who you have, what beings you are connected to in certain realms. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just like that's personal. That's personal classified information. So absolutely, if you've been picking up on keeping things to yourself or feeling like, you know, like you feeling like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. That's your higher self. You have to go through that, and that's your higher self looking, saying, okay, we got to be more aware of that. So it's bringing awareness, okay? You said, I do have 2 friends, had to get rid of my sister. It be like that, you know what I'm saying? No love lost. Gotta go, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me see. The next one, it says live out loud, okay? So that's the number 31. Somebody's birthday can be November 9th, okay? September 10th. October 4th can be significant. The next 2 to 3 weeks are very significant. New things are coming. You know, it's going to be things ending. Some of you guys can be moving, purchasing new vehicles or new homes. Could be moving to another state or thinking about moving to another state. I'm picking up on. The number 4 can be significant. Let me see. Somebody's name is Miranda, or maybe you know somebody by the name of Miranda. You could be seeing 3-3. I said that earlier, didn't I? Okay, let's see what this says. It says Goddess of Truth. Temple is Gritos. Element is water. It says Nudi, the bold, outspoken wife of Beni, our deity, Legba, was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, his head easily turned. So Nudi lived, meaning that even though he had a wife, his ass was reconcileable, and that's what that means. So Nudia lived her truth, took her own lover, and became her own best friend. Get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. Tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations. The truth is my friend. So I was picking up on this energy of like ancient being anxious, like anxiousness. And so if that's something that you as a chosen one have been going through or just been feeling, you know, take some deep breaths in. I feel like it has a lot to do with balancing out things, like balancing out things and incorporating new things and taking some things out, because your etheric body, your etheric soul is now at a different density. So your body has to match that. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's hard to just get up and exercise or read and things like that, but you have to be able to, you know, push through that and have discipline so that you can balance those out, because That's not your energy. That ancientness is not your energy. It's the energies at the bottom of this deck. The Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. It's their energy, and they're being able to transmute, not even transmute. They're projecting their insecurities, and because you are rising, right, like a rising phoenix right now, you're seeing and feeling everything. You know what I'm saying? But in order to strengthen those muscles, that etheric, that energetic field that I was talking about, in order to strengthen those fields, you have to do things differently. Like, we can't eat the same. You know, you probably been like, oh, that meat smell like shit. You know, the meat, it tastes horrible now. Like, our bodies is even changing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are not in the same state that we were in 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you guys. We are not. It's way more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can't even explain or say the words how powerful we are, the Divine Feminine Collective. I know it's going to be irritating. I'm picking up on too, like, you're going to be easily irritated with people that don't have the patience or the compassion to take time with people and communications and things of that nature. They just rule, they're rushed, they're just all over the place. It's going to irritate you, but these are also small tests along the path, okay? These are also small tests to help us be able to not allow ourselves to be affected by or moved by the emotions of others, okay? Nobody emotionally should be able to move us, especially when they don't have control over their emotions and they're projecting them out. That just let us know where we need to work on things. And if we feel anything inside, feel it. If somebody pissed you off, it's okay, feel it. What's wrong with this bitch? But what about let me keep going, okay? 27. Somebody could be 27. Let me see. Somebody can work around cyanide. I don't know what that is. But I heard of it before. I might have to look it up when I get off of here. Anyways, goddess of ethnic chords. The temple is lovers, okay? The element is fire. Didn't I say the rising phoenix? You know what I'm saying? That's what you are. It's Urzela Dantour fought elbow to elbow with the people during the Haitian Revolution to protect mothers and children. She represents the healing of the dark mother. If it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. We've been talking about that, y'all. You see how my shit come together? You better tell them they put some respect on my motherfucking name. The energy cords binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. Didn't I just say that shit? It's these people that I'm telling you, past connections, but they projecting shit. You must be willing to let go. Let go. Close your eyes. See divine swords of goddesses, loving light separating you and dissolving the cords between you. You are both whole and healed, okay? And that's how you gotta do that shit, y'all. When you are cutting cords between someone, in your mind, you can do it however you want. You want to burn them, if you want to cut them with a sword, however you want. If you want to cut them with an axe, you can actually create this in your mind and do this, y'all. We have the power. We have magic. Like, we can do this. I do it all the time. And I be feeling the release, too. I feel when it release, and I feel so much lighter when I do it. Right? So practice it, okay? Practice it just makes you better. It makes you greater, right? But when you're doing this cord cutting, allow them to be healed and with your essence. At least that's the energy you're sending off, okay? I send healing towards your way. You ain't got to send nothing else. Because if you feel like, if it's somebody that's close to you, a relative, sister, mother, and you have to let them go and you have to cut them cords and you just can't deal with them anymore because they're toxic, you would sometimes have guilt, or it would be really hard to do so, to let go, because you feel like you know that they're incompetent of rising on their own. You know that they're not competent enough to make it through whatever this is that's coming, because it's something that's coming. It's very powerful, you guys, and we need to be ready. It's a lot of people that's stepping up and that's speaking out, and that's you know what I'm saying. It's people that's playing with this shit. It's people, and when I say playing with it, it's people that's manipulating in the spiritual realm, and trying to get people for, you know, money, and just send negative messages and lie to them about certain things, and it's so much going on. It's a war, you know what I'm saying? So let me keep reading. Just as you shower to cleanse physical grim, there is also grim in the form of energy cords, also called karmic ribbons, emotional cords, or ethnic cords. Spiritual maintenance is required, okay? Spiritual maintenance is required. I am worthy, compassionate, and whole, okay? So live out loud. I'm gonna let y'all go after this. I feel like I've been on here for hella long. Let me see. 31. It says goddess of living out loud. She's from Dogon, Mel, burritos, and her element is water. Okay? Yasiga has the reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess. Didn't I just say that's what we are? We free? We free? And that's where we want to stay. It's not a state. Freedom is not a state of mind. It's just free. We're free. That's it. It's not a indoctrination. It's not a belief. It's a free place, a free, you know what I'm saying? It's no judgment. It's no bullshit there. It's just you're free to be who you are. You know? So let me finish reading. Has the reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess for the Dogon people of Mali. She was the very first Yaskina. The Yaskinas are women empowered to participate in the mass dancing. Express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. Express your you-ness. The way you express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You are not meant to. Living out loud and self-expression look different for everyone. For outgoing extroverts, self-expression may mean dancing on a table and screaming your points of view. Introverts may speak out in other ways and save the louder parts of the personality for loved ones. Goddess declaration is, I am free to express myself fully. I am free to express myself fully, right? Okay, and I'm going to get 2 more messages from Source, and then we up out of here, y'all. I appreciate you guys coming to Access Tribe to Wealth. So my name could be Nola. And this message, y'all, everything that we done went back and forth on, I appreciate you guys for allowing me and you guys' energy and trusting me with it. I'm going to send all of you guys' energy back to you guys, okay? And I'm going to purify it. And I'm going to take all my energy back, purify and cleansing it on both ends, okay? And cloaking all of us, all the chosen ones, cloaking us, you know? And from any, you know, spell work, from anyone who's still in a delusional state and chose not to come out of it, you know, those that have set their sights on making our lives a living hell, you know, I send all that energy back to them, you know what I'm saying, times 1,000, you know what I'm saying, we need to take these motherfuckers out, fuck it. So, what other messages do you have for the collective before we close? And so, yeah, stay cloaked up, y'all, all right, peace. And then miracles, all right? I'm gonna find something that's telling me love and romance. Okay, so you y'all could have some love and romance coming in. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so this is spirit, okay? This is the card that came out. It says a single spliff rises out of the cloud in a hand with the message to take action. The spliff resembles the beginning of a project and appears as a living object with the beautiful leaves of the sacred tobacco plant. Cannabis leaves sprouting out around it, beyond the planes in your head. Wait, I'm sorry, beyond the plans in your head. The spliff shows up when the internal needs to become physical spliffs. People thrive on challenges, just like Aries of the zodiac, and they will pursue every quest with enthusiasm. The crystal castle in the background shows that this is a time for doing and no longer for thinking. The smoke clouds clear, signifying strength, great sensual power, and psychic energy. This card could indicate upcoming travel and fewer restrictions in your everyday life. Spliff types are known to bring enthusiasm to every situation, even mundane daily tasks, and thrive on challenges. So the plant spirit is the lotus. So you might like lotuses, or you might want to like get this plant to call in this energy. It's Lettuce. But this tie into everything that I was just talking about. Like spirit come through. Like for real. Let me see. Codes of nature. 105. So you can be seeing 555, which is new, new, talks about change, new beginnings. That's all around, y'all. Like you could be seeing 111, but I'm telling y'all, like that's what it is. New beginnings. It's like we've already moved into a whole new paradigm, and it's time to start living as such. It's time to start living like that. Just think about who you want to be, so that you can recreate your being moving forward. So whatever it is that you want to be, then that's who you can be. Like you don't have to, be easily aggravated, or things that but once bothered you. These people shouldn't even be around you. To you shouldn't even have the triggers inside of you, because you're whole. People can't even trigger you no more. You know what I'm saying? You cut cords; they have no connection to your energy anymore. They can't send things in anymore. And the more you continue to strengthen it, because right now we're being called to strengthen it, because we're not all that put together when it comes to because this is just happening. This is something new. So now we have to get used to it. It's like like when you wear a new pair of shoes, they might hurt a little bit until they get stretched out, right? So you have to get in this, because we're constantly growing. Our souls are constantly expanding and evolving, right? So I hope I explained that good to y'all. So miracles, it says, if this card has come up for you, it is time to find messages in nature. There are secret codes in nature, as shown in this card by the giant tree with the roots developing a face in the trunk. In ancient legends, it is said that miracles take place under trees because the sacred Fibonacci sequence, I don't know, which appears in all of nature, is a dimensional portal which your angels sing through, purifying anything around them. We see a heart, a liver, intestines, and a brain. Each plant is said to have a divine blueprint that corresponds to a human organ and is believed to heal and realign the organ on a fifth dimensional level. Oh my goodness. Everything that I've been talking about, y'all, is fucking this shit. When I tell you 19 can be significant, the number 19 can be significant. I'm not picking up on the age. I just feel like that number 19, like maybe you've been seeing it. That's crazy. Oh. Okay, work with rose quartz, new thought pattern. I allow love to flow from my heart space with comfort and what? For comfort? Yeah. So yeah. Why they put that "and" word? Anyway. Okay, namaste to all of you guys. I love you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. This reading was the overall forecast for today and the past few days. If anything resonate with you, please take what you need to take. And another thing too, you guys, I want to just put this out here because I see a lot of, readers speaking on it and things like that. And for me, you guys, if I say something that you like, please do use it. If you have a channel or a page that you are helping and you are enlightening people, don't let this shit belong to me. Not even the words that I speak. I have things that belong to me that I keep sacred in here. But if I'm on here speaking and it's a slang that y'all like, please do use, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or take it and, use it how you want to, recreate on it. Because that is just what we do. Everything is reused. Nothing belongs to us, okay? I'm so tired of people like, oh, she took this and she trying to be like me and she copying this. Maybe it's people that do that. And there are other readers that, take things from other, but it's not yours. So how, because can't nobody take something from you that don't belong to you. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. If you have a platform, don't always think somebody fucking jealous or somebody want to take something from you. And this is not for everybody. This is just, any readers come through here or anything, like, please take whatever it can help you. Are your B-days on the 19th? Okay. Just take whatever you can take and use it and apply it however the best is going to help you. As long as it helps you and you can use it, take the shit, okay? Because I'm always coming with some new shit or coming with some shit in the way that I come with it. And I'm sure that you're going to put a spin on it too. And then we can learn from each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I love you guys. Stay in your truth. And always know that the wealth is always in here. This where the real wealth is, okay? All right, you guys. You been seeing 332? Yeah, that's an ascendant master number. It's a lot of great connections to 333. Married at 19. You're welcome, Marie. You're welcome. I do appreciate you all. Thank you so much for allowing me and allowing me to pick up on you guys' energy, for trusting me with that. I do. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so sending out love, you guys. You guys have a good night. It's 1:51 where I'm at. It's in the morning and I'm about to get me some rest. Thank you so much, Marie. Thank you. Miranda? Okay. Did I say that name? Miranda? Thank you, you guys. I appreciate you guys. All right, you guys. I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man.